Are you an indie podcast or content creator looking to reach a wider audience? Look no further. Introducing Podcastic, the ultimate podcast network designed exclusively for indie creators like you. At Podcastic, we believe in the power of unique voices and fresh perspectives. We're here to amplify your passion and creativity, connecting you with a growing community of engaged listeners who crave original content. Podcastic is more than just a platform. It's a support system built for indie podcasters, offering a range of resources to help you succeed. From tailored promotional campaigns to professional production assistance, we're here to help you shine. Our intuitive platform makes it easy for you to be seen and heard. We do all the heavy lifting for you. You just show up and create. Plus, with our advanced analytics, you'll gain valuable insights into your audience's preferences, allowing you to refine your content and grow your fan base. Ignite your passion, expand your reach, and thrive with podcasting. Visit our website at www.podcasticlife.com to get started. Podcasting, the home for indie podcasts and content creators.
In the air, feel it? Yep. Look, I started small time dope game cocaine, then graduated to a whole thing. Now they know me. I'm 17 with a 17 shot Glock. For them cold nights, Hennessy kept my soul hot. My beeper said low sale, so it's no sale. Weighing every gram on my handheld pocket scale. I moved up, triple beam in the gold rope. Byzantine swinging underneath my 8-ball coat. So young, turned out by the street life. Yeah, it was wrong, but the whole scene seemed right. Nobody warned me about the politics in prison, bitch. Mandatory guidelines when you on the feds' mind. Fast forward, 27 in the courtroom. See my mama cry when I told her I'd be home soon. This ain't the life she expected for a younger seed, but I fell victim to the devil in his greed.
Can't stop the rain from falling. Can't stop the streets from calling. Maybe I'm just caught up in this cold world. Who do I trust? Maybe I'm just that weak. Maybe it's just that deep. If I slip and lose my grip, then I'm headed on a one-way trip.
Hey.
Yeah, buddy. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? I am your host, John Q, and y'all know what time it is. It's the GAMG, the Big Flexxx Strongcast in the building for episode 38. And guess who we have down here right in front of me and shit. You know what I'm saying? The co-host, my brother, I always call him. What up, though, Don Snipes? Say what's up to the people.
What's poppin'? What's poppin'?
Yeah, we know what's popping down there, man. Show that bottle what you drinking, man.
It's just a little water today, man. Just, that's it. Nothing special, man. Drinking water.
Got that shit from Antarctica. Special flew in. You know what I'm saying?
I wish.
On a private jet.
Antarctica's starting to melt, so I don't know shit. In a minute, Antarctica gonna be to safari. We keep this up.
Oh, shit. Man, look, check this out, y'all. You know, I know the intro and shit was a little bit longer than usual, but as of course, you know what I'm saying, I had to hit y'all with a little bit of some John Q music and shit along with, say, man, and colors and shit, you know what I'm saying? So I had to put that in and shit. So, yeah, like I said, today is my day, I would like to say. You know what I'm saying? We got my brother, like I said, Don Snipes. He's going to be interviewing me today. So as of course, say for the 38th episode of the GAMG, the Big Flexxx Strongcast, it's sponsored by the GAMG Enterprises LLC. So, of course, if you're looking for personal training, one-on-one training, group training, if you're looking to get your ass kicked, you know what I'm saying? Also,
Shit.
Oh, yeah. You're looking
You
to
mean
get your ass
I know you mean it too when you said that. Miles, this motherfucker, he mean it when he said that.
He said, "Oh, I know." Yeah, if you're looking for some good workout apparel to get your ass kicked in, and if you're looking for the right supplements to take to get your ass kicked in, you want to make sure you holler at me at gamg.shop and also gamg.firstfitness.com, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, man, we got to go find out how was your strong end, cuz what you do this strong end.
Man, my strong end was pretty cool, man. I can't complain. We had it was cool because this strong end, you know, we got to celebrate. Shout out to Little Chocolate. It was her birthday. You know what I'm saying? So
happy birthday! Clap that shit up. Happy birthday! There's a lot of people birthday.
You know what, man? This a lot of Libras. It's their season, so you know they've been you know, trying to turn up and all that good stuff. But outside of that, man, I just had some good food. I had a lot of good food experiences this strong end. And then
Elaborate, shit.
Okay, look. I had some pumpkin spice pancakes over the strong end. I had some really good lion trumpet mushrooms. I had this salad, man, that was like all of the products were like locally sourced here in Michigan. So that was wonderful.
Did you get it from that new store? You know what I'm saying? That opened up off of Steak.
I am gonna go down and check the store out. I haven't been. Shout out to the new store. I think
it's called Neighborhood Grocery.
Neighborhood Grocery. Yeah, it's like a co-op if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Yeah. Shout out to those guys and gals, you know, everybody that's a part of that. But no, you know what? This was just, you know, venturing out into some new restaurants. You know, anybody that know me know I'm a super foodie, and you know, I'm the older I get, the more and more I realize that eating is a sacred thing for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I really don't like eating with just anybody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So the experience is gonna be for me gonna also be I want to say contingent on who I'm eating with.
Yeah. You I will say for sure, you are a foodie and you are particular about who the fuck you eat with, but you're supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? When you breaking bread, like you said, you know, you exchanging a lot of things. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You know, good conversation, energy, all that shit. So
yeah. But other than that, man, this is a great time. Shout out to the Lions that won this
5-1 in this bitch. Hey, look, that SOL shit is dead, dog. SOL is dead, dog. That same old Lions shit.
Yeah,
this the brand new Lions, dog. They putting foot to ass.
It. I'm enjoying watching it. You know what I'm saying? Look, I done went to a game already, and I done won some money on them boys too.
Yeah.
Man, the Lions been cutting up.
Yeah.
I'm hoping I can tear some more shit up with them. Keep winning, y'all. Keep winning. Keep doing y'all thing.
Keep that shit on up, man. You know what I'm saying? I think they really will. You know, as far as the quote-unquote schedule that they have left, you know what I'm saying? They said right now they supposedly have one of the easier schedules left, but, I mean, they are professionals who they got to play against. So all that shit don't mean nothing until you actually put in that business, because you still got to stay focused, you know what I'm saying? And can't take nobody lightly and put in that work, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I really do think that, you know, they might end up winning about 12, 13 games. I can see something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, especially if they get a couple of players back. You know, they've been hit with a lot of injuries and they still kicking ass. So that's a true testament of a real good fucking football team. So, you know, shout out to the Lions. Hey, look, and shout out, I don't know if y'all been seeing the videos, man. Our fucking fans, man, been going crazy and on the road. You know what I'm saying?
Getting wilder and louder and more turn. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody been enjoying themselves, man. It's about time. You know what I'm saying?
And listen, I don't know. I just want to say this one quick thing. I saw a video, right, and it was a group of white guys that were they were doing the blade, but to to Eminem song, right? Hey, listen, and you know, I really don't give a fuck what nobody think about me, but I will just say this, man. Listen, you know, one of the positive things about, you know, sports teams is they have the opportunity to bring people together.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to see a lot of our people oftentimes, you know, they quick to go at the white folks. Y'all fucking it up. You know, this is misappropriation. And, you know, y'all got all these, y'all listening to rap music. Y'all doing the blade dance. Listen. Man, if folks want to celebrate, folks want to have a good time, if folks want to emulate and do things that are part of our culture,
our culture,
let them fucking be. You know
you know what I'm saying?
Man, look, long as ain't nobody hurting nobody, chill out on that shit, man.
Yeah.
And that shit to me oftentimes is some weak-minded thinking.
It is.
And it don't really move us forward as a city, as a community, and just as humans in general, man.
Yeah.
Like, get off that weak shit, man. It's a fucking football game. We here to celebrate, and if motherfuckers want to wear ski masks and do the blade, but motherfuckers want to do the Earl Flynn.
Hey,
who gives a rat ass, man? Hey, let them have some fun. As long as they ain't hurting nobody, acting ignorant and doing some dumb shit, man, let that shit chill, man.
You know what I'm saying? Not only that and shit, like you said, it's a way for everybody to come together. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck yeah.
And one of my sayings is this and shit. Every white person ain't a motherfucking racist, and every nigga ain't a saint. So how about that? You know what I'm saying? So if you don't know by now, take heed to what the fuck I just said, because that's 1,000.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
How about you?
So my strong end wasn't too bad, man. Besides say watching the Lions and shit, me and the wife, we did go out and watch. We went to the show, man. We went to go see Saw 10. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I kind of frequent
with wild shit.
Yeah. Some little horror shit. You know what I'm saying?
Motherfuckers cut horror movies.
I mean, I like some of everything, man. Some horror movies, some comedy, some of everything. You know what I'm saying? You know, something that has definitely some good writing or something. You know, or something that's a little different. You know what I'm saying? So it was it lived up to the Saw hype as usual, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, you know, I will say in this one, the people really did have it coming and shit. So, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even mad at it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how shit turned out, but you know, it was just something good, man. You know what I'm saying? To get out. You know what I'm saying? And just, you know, like I said, just take it a little easy and shit, you know what I'm saying? And just watch something and just chill. You know what I mean? I actually didn't fall asleep this time.
Oh, nice.
So sometimes it's shit, hey, fuck around and eat some bullshit or something, get a little comfortable, go to sleep a little bit, wake up like, what the fuck did I miss? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? That was pretty much about it, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's really about it. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
What's up.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and get into Don's motivational moment, which is sponsored by APE, which is All Problems Eliminated. So if you're looking for any kind of home repair, you want to make sure you call BT&T at area code 623-223-3943. So like I said, if you're looking to get any kind of plumbing, flooring, painting, anything like that, you know what I'm saying? Of course, got Don Snipes down there. You know what I'm saying? That's what he do. That motherfucking make up some the swirly stairs and all kind of.
Look at my face, dude. Now we're not. Give me a minute on that shit. You
say give him a minute, but yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Since '96, I've been doing carpentry since '96, and I thank God
holla at him
for just giving me the skill set to do so. But anyway,
motherfucker talented shit, man. Stop downplaying that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, look, this is all family. You know what I'm saying? So, bro and shit and cuz. You know what I'm saying? Bros and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how we do that. You know what I mean? And then we are also sponsored by TNT Cakes and Creations and more. So, of course, if you're looking for any kind of heat transfers, printing, cakes and so forth, like I said, goddamn, what are you down there doing, man? So, yeah, if you're looking for any kind of, help with getting your logo off the ground for a design or anything, canvas prints, license plate printing, what else they do? Some everything with printing, like I always say. Give Tim, hit him up on his email at timwilliams1130@yahoo.com, and then he can also be reached at area code 563-650-9444. All right, y'all. So we're gonna get into this little video real quick and a little something before. You ready? All right, before the interview. All right, check this out, y'all.
Go 26. Stay big. Right shoulder.
Okay. 24, take 2 steps down to your left, please. Just keep going, that's good. There we go, spread out a little more, guys, spread out a little. 48, take 2 steps to your right. Another, go a little, okay. 47, take 1 step to your right, please. Okay, 45, take 1 step to your left. That's good.
Stay big, Jeff.
45 and 26, switch places.
Yep. Don't overpose.
Quarter turn to the right. Both feet flat on the floor, please. Both feet flat on the floor, hands at your side.
26. Opposite 26.
26 change.
Quarter turn to the right. Quarter turn to the right.
Small breath.
Quarter turn to the right. Okay, you guys went right back into school and got bunched up again. Spread out a little bit before we do some posing, please. Just see yourself in the room. That's good. Okay, front double bicep.
Don't overpose. Elbows forward, wrists back.
Relax. Front lat spread.
Stay big, Jeff. There you go.
Relax. Side chest.
Small breath. There it is. Sell it.
Relax.
There it is.
Side tricep.
Small breath.
Relax. Face the rear. Rear double bicep.
Step your foot back a little bit, Jeff.
Man, yeah, that was some
This nigga Miles,
yeah,
shit playing.
yeah, like about
We trying to
that
get
shit was
y'all
like
niggas a snippet.
2012. Hey, look, before we get to the interview, man, we definitely got to hear Don's motivational moment. Okay, so what you got on the table, Don? What you got?
I've been noticing something, man. Over the last several months, when I have conversations with women about relationships, I try to introduce a concept to them that it's just the shit sound foreign to them. And what I've been saying is that there are a lot of things that we have to unlearn, all right, and maybe go at it a little bit different. And so one of the things that I talk about is instead of compromising in relationships, we have to learn to cooperate. The minute that I say that, I get a lot of pushback, all right? But I just want to say this. If you look up the definition of cooperate, it basically is two people working towards the same goal or the same end. When we look up the definition of compromise, it basically states pretty much taking a concession to settle an agreement / dispute. All right. And that's important. That's important to note that. And I just want to add this in. I do a lot of, I follow a lot of different folks that talk about personal development and all of that. And they did a study once on people. And after the study, they asked a question, but they pretty much already had the research concluded. And it was, as a person, as an individual, that's struggling to get through life or sometimes you get stuck in a rut. Do you think more positive, or do you work on not having negative thoughts? Okay. And a lot of people say, well, I think we should just think more positive. But what they found out was that people who actually try to think more positive but don't work on stopping the negative thoughts, the shit don't work. You just cloud your mind with more positivity, but all the negative shit still stays there and you just keep it going.
Yeah.
All right. So I say all this to say that when I think about cooperation, I think about cooperation coming from a place of love. All right. Oftentimes, I've learned in life when you have people that have had a dispute, and let's say this dispute been long standing, it's been going on for a real long time. After you compromise and you walk away, sometimes that shit kind of bite you in the ass a little bit. It show up later, like, fuck, why'd I do this? Or fuck, maybe that wasn't the best decision at the time. Maybe we resolved it, but and I just say that to say that when I think about cooperation, I think about how important it is for us to look at it from a place of love and look at it from the standpoint of love surpasses all understanding. Love enables us to have more empathy. Love enables us to have more understanding. Love enables us to do so many more things. Yeah. Right? When my girls were little, I never forget. Sometimes, they would draw things, and they say, "Look, Daddy, look at this," and I may not know nothing about what's going on, but I'm still make sure that I give them some acceptance, some love, and say, hey, with some encouragement, keep it going. I may not fully understand it, baby, but this is beautiful. Yeah. All right. Sometimes kids they get to plan in food and they say, hey, look, Daddy, why don't you taste this? You understand what I'm saying? Now, some people might say, well, damn, you lied to me. When you're an adult, you don't have to do those things. But listen to me, right? Just hear me out on this. I've been really, really looking at, do we really need to separate the difference between how we may treat our children and how we treat our spouse? I think a lot of us oftentimes don't even realize that if we actually took some of those same concepts and brought them into our relationships, we might actually be better off. Sure. It's okay sometimes to, speak kindly to our spouse. They don't have to see the worst side of us. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? It's okay sometimes to speak your truth, but still have a level of acceptance for your partner. I can go on and on about this, but again, I guess I just want to say, don't neglect the thought of thinking outside the box when it comes to relationships. And I feel like if we cooperated more than compromised, our relationships might actually be in a better place. So
clap that shit up, man. You know what I'm saying? Because me and you, we always talking shit. You know what I'm saying? And that was one thing and shit I will tell you right now is I used the word compromise and you was like, ugh. And I was like, but we was kind of talking about the same kind of thing. But when you mentioned say cooperate, I say, yeah, that shit does make a lot, better sense and understanding. You know what I'm saying? Of what we was talking about as far as in the conversation.
It feels like love.
Yeah, because now I was, and then like I said, we was talking about. I'm like, yeah, compromise is like to me when I do hear myself say the word compromise, I think of the Great Compromise back in, say, Civil War times and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Which is like, okay, people done died and all kind of shit. So that shit still wasn't kind of, you know what I mean? Just that word itself. So, you know,
it has a certain.
Hey, look, I'm gonna salute that one to you.
It has
shit,
a
you know what I'm saying? So,
and listen, I'll use this in any example, right? I don't care if it's at work. I don't care if it's you on a sports team. At the end of the day, we all know if any of us plays a team sport.
Yeah,
we win when we cooperate with one another. We win when we all come together and say, "Hey, listen, what do we need to do collectively to win this game?"
Yeah.
But if you got a motherfucker on the squad that feel like, "Man, I'm compromising my game for y'all," well, motherfucker, maybe you don't need to be on the squad. You understand what I'm saying?
You say motherfucker just there for the check, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And in a business setting, you know, if you got a team that you're leading or that you're managing and you guys have to have a certain deliverable by a certain amount of time, when you cooperate, we can get something done.
Yeah.
That compromising, it's going to kind of put a little cloud, a little shadow over what's being done. You understand what I'm saying? And so, and again, I started this off by saying I've noticed when I talk to a lot of women about this, because the people who I've been getting a lot of pushback with the most about this concept is women.
Yeah.
Hey, you always got to compromise. Listen, stop repeating shit just because that's the only fucking thing you know.
Yeah.
It's okay to think outside the box sometime. And again, no judgment, but we don't need to just continue to do things because a lot of times that shit not working.
Yeah.
It's just not. And it's okay to say it's not working. The shit don't always work. And if something is not working, why keep doing it?
Yeah, I don't think, and then too, you know what though? I don't think people would be having a good level of understanding either. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to, like you said, say just taking the example of, you know, if you had a kid and stuff like that was playing in the food, you know what I mean? And then you just sitting up there like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and engage because my daughter or my son or whatever found like to show me this shit, that this is important to them. To show
fucking right.
You know what I mean? So regardless on how I might look at it, I gotta put that energy and that attention in towards, you know what I'm saying, what they want me to see. You know what I'm saying?
You know, for all the women out there or the fellas, ain't nothing wrong sometimes. You know your spouse can't cook. Mm-hmm. Ain't nothing wrong sometimes with saying, you know what, baby, that wasn't bad. You know, maybe next time we can do A, B, and C. But we don't got to just get on their motherfucking head and make them feel like shit. And this,
and be like, hey, you know that chicken you made was dried in a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Next time, just do this, motherfucker.
I'm saying that to say that these kind of things oftentimes, they deteriorate and eat away at our relationships.
Yeah, true.
And I'm saying that, you know what I'm saying? After a while, I've been starting to realize, I'm like, man, you know what? Because I have girls. The way that I have had to talk to them and approach them in terms of feeling loved, I've really been contemplating this. I'm like, man, you know what? We don't do that with our partners, our spouse, or the people that we say we care about.
Yeah.
Oftentimes it'd be like, and look, I was one of them people. That's why I'm speaking on it. Yeah. I was one of them people that would literally treat the girls one way, and when it came to whoever I was involved with, bitch, fuck you. You a grown ass woman. Yeah. I'm not giving you no pass like I'm giving them no pass because they a fucking kid. Yeah. But you want to know something? A lot of us are just. We kids in grown people bodies, and a lot of us haven't healed from shit that we went through when we were children.
That's it.
So, you know, I didn't realize that, hey, I may be talking to an adult, but I also maybe continue to tear somebody down just because I'm trying to say you a motherfucking adult. But what if you ain't learned how to cook? What if you don't know some of the things that I know or understand? I got to be kind. I got to be gentle with you. You understand? The same way I would a child in order for them to learn it. Yeah. And that's where I'm going with this. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, so clap that shit up, man. That's hell of a, man. All right, shit. Give it up and shit for Don's motivational moment. You know what I'm saying? So at any given time, y'all make sure y'all call in at area code 313-266-2811. All right, and if you ain't liked or subscribed to the channels or anything like that or whatever, make sure you do. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. So
that shit, do that shit.
So yeah, we about to go ahead and gonna pop it off, man. So once again, hey, look, I'm about to introduce myself to my own damn podcast. Once again, welcome me, my goddamn self, John Q, in this bitch. Clap it up, man. What you doing, man? Hey, look, he over here like, okay. Nah. Yeah, man. So what y'all seen earlier too was that was a competition that I did back in 2012. That was one of my I'll say gym highlights or whatever, or fitness highlights and stuff. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to show y'all that, and then huh?
That's a life highlight. What you talking about? One of my fitness. That's a life highlight.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's just part of it's not all what I am, but it's part of what I am. Just like say the music that y'all heard earlier or whatever and stuff too. Me being a music producer, and I just wanted to share with y'all some of the stuff. Like that actually was a vulnerable moment for me. You know what I'm saying? To be on stage with them little ass drawers on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I was contemplating that shit the whole damn time, but it was something that I wanted to go ahead and actually complete and go all the way with it. You know what I'm saying? And
like Miles said, shout out to the fact that they was some full draws. I've seen some niggas on there like them like they
panties, I was just about to say, you know what I'm saying? You know how many times and shit I got cracked on like, man, you wearing the motherfucking man panties and shit? Like, hey man, look, as a bodybuilder, that's what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? So so once again,
let me grab this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Look, dig this. Today we interviewing, you know what I'm saying, John Q. All right, you know what I'm saying, aka Big Cuz, bro, all that good shit. And let's kind of jump into this shit, man. First and foremost, thank you for allowing me to be a part of the Big Flexxx show, the Strong Cast. I just want to say that.
Oh, come on.
Also, I want to just take some time, man, to express to you my gratitude. I think that, I was sitting back earlier and I was thinking about the people that, had influence, in my life. You know what I'm saying? And you definitely one of them. I think, a lot of us don't realize, sometimes it's those big cousins, you know what I'm saying, or our neighbors, you know what I'm saying, the cats that kind of we grew up with that really do have a lot of influence, you know what I'm saying, in our life. And, when I think about my life in particular, you one of them, you always been a real loyal dude. You got a huge heart. You understand what I'm saying? And those are some of the things.
Thanks,
and hell, from as long as I can remember, you know what I'm saying? Shit, always been neat, clean. Everything had to be in order with you. If I if I could just think of one person on this motherfucking planet that, you know what I'm saying, shit just had to be in order, you're the person that comes to my mind. Because believe it or not, cuz you was the first person I saw that with. I'm talking about amongst my peers. You understand what I'm saying? Obviously, you might have seen that with, some older adults. They want to keep certain shit a certain kind of way. But I'm saying, like, shit, you've been on that tip day one, you know what I'm saying, from when I was a kid. And that stood out about you, you know what I'm saying?
Thanks,
and
man.
so I just definitely wanted to say that to you, man.
I appreciate it.
But getting into this interview, I didn't really, I wanted to just kind of go off the dome, with just some shit that, whatever came to my mind, whatever the universe put into play at the time, once we started this tonight. And I guess the first question that I really want to ask you is, what inspires you the most in terms of life? Like what inspires you to be who you are as an individual?
I think what really inspires me is the endless possibilities of seeing humanity at its greatest. Mm-hmm. I mean, we see it all around us and shit. Far as as you see all these wars and people getting killed and shit like that. And I actually I find myself a lot of times I've always had this underdog. Not character, but like just this underdog mentality about me. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So when I see somebody that's down and out, and then they down and they start winning, that's like there is a God, there is an ancestor, there is prayer, there all these positive things and shit that we always hear about. You know what I'm saying? It's just not like people are doing things in vain, like meditating, praying, doing good deeds and shit like that. So believe it or not, my motivation is and shit to see the best out of people, man. Believe it or not, you know what I mean? So,
no, that's what's up.
you know, because it's too easy. It's too easy, I think, to, you know, be a knuckle dragger. You know what I'm saying? To be a person out here not giving a fuck. You know, so it takes courage. You know what I'm saying? To see people actually giving a damn about other people. You know what I'm saying? And that's my motivation, man. You know, I want to see people win, man. I really do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, a lot of times people be like, oh, well, you know, this person don't come out and support this and another. It's like, listen, a lot of times the stuff support don't have to do anything with like monetary, you know, shit at all. It can be a simple of, if you got a business or something, I want to be able to, you know, say, okay, such and such got a great business, go holler at them. Now, you can make some money off of this person or whatever, you know see what I'm saying? So it's just like a good networking thing, you know what I'm saying? So it's
Spread
like
the influence.
Yeah, that's it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, a lot of times and stuff, I don't think people really realize who is really in a corner, you know? You know, you see a lot of times and stuff on, you know, social media and stuff like that. People be like, oh, it's my birthday or somebody passed and this, that, and other. I actually take the time out my motherfucking day or whatever and shit and pray for people, man. I really do, like every day. And that shit actually is very emotional to me and shit because, you know, like sometime and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I want to see people win. I want to see people be able to heal. I want to see how like I said, how humanity can actually be if love was more so on the menu instead of bullshit. That's all.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And love and shit, to be honest with you, is a great motivation for me. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, you know what I'm saying, I have my moments and shit, you know what I'm saying? I wear my heart on my sleeve about shit where people might do something towards, you know, me, or I think, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes I might analyze this shit. I'm a Virgo. So sometimes I might analyze some shit way too deep sometimes. And, you know, it might not come off as love, but you know, I'm not the type of person that always like hold grudges. You know what I'm saying? Because I do understand and shit. Like, we are all humans. You know what I'm saying? And people do make mistakes. You know, but the thing is, you know, with me is, you know, be accountable or responsible. You know what I'm saying, for the things that you do, and don't double down on dumb shit. That's all.
Got you.
You know.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
If you had to name 3 men, and whether they was in your life physically, they might have been in your life mentally, just in terms of what they stood for. What 3 men would you name that have been extremely influential in your life?
Definitely my grandfather.
I'm sorry, and why?
My grandfather, because he's actually has shown me, as you would say, like motivation, family, you know, why it's important. Just love, man. You know what I'm saying? My grandparents have been married for 70 years. You know what I'm saying? So just that example alone, you know what I'm saying, of a true man. Yeah. My grandfather, you know what I'm saying? Charles Grimmett. You know what I'm saying? The Motor City Shark. You know what I'm saying? So that's one.
Yeah.
2, I gotta always say put in, you know, my Uncle Larry. You know what I'm saying? Because when I was younger, you know, my Uncle Larry was kind of like you know, he was a father figure for me. You know what I'm saying? My dad wasn't really there. You know, like how he should have been. But, you know, he was around, but he wasn't there. But, you know, my Uncle Larry, you know, it was something new to him to kind of like help out my moms, take care of us, you know, at a critical time and stuff when we was younger. And I would never, you know what I'm saying, never forget him or dismiss
his effort.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He was the first person who had me in like Kempo and you know what I'm saying? You talking about some structure shit, you know what I'm saying? Like working out. Like, you know, the first person I ever seen like working out really heavy, my Uncle Larry, you know what I'm saying? That was major, you know what I'm saying? And the third is gonna be kind of hard, man, because it's a mixture, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna say it's a mixture because, you know, these people are all important to me, and so it's like, you know, it's hard for me to kind of like try to separate it. And you are one of them. You, Teron, my brother Aaron.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, y'all like the closest people to me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you, believe it or not, you know what I'm saying? I always tell people, when people be like, oh, I didn't know that was your cousin.
Mm-hmm.
I'm quick to tell them, like, yeah, we cousins, but that's like that's my brother. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because we grew up together.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. So, you know, as far as that's how it is with me. You know what I'm saying? Family is very important to me. You know what I'm saying? So, oh, my bad. Go ahead.
No. Why do you think? Because we live in a era where a lot of people be like, fuck family. You know what I'm saying? But why do you think family is so important to you?
Just because of the example of my grandfather, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, my grandfather is, as of right now, he's the oldest living elder, you know what I'm saying, on both sides of my family right now.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
He's always been a major staple, you know what I'm saying, in my life and a lot of people's lives. You know what I'm saying? He was the one who married me and my wife, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, I have a ton of great memories and stuff like that with my grandfather and my grandmother and stuff like that. So,
Right.
And then, like I said, as far as my Uncle Larry, and then as far as y'all, let me say this. Like, when my brother Aaron, you know what I'm saying? Like, with him, he was like almost like my uncle, like my Uncle Larry in a way. You know what I'm saying? He was older, you know, he's like 7 years older than me, but at the same time, when he was younger, he tried to like do as much as he could to like help raise me. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, had that older, you know, brotherly, you know what I'm saying, figure.
Yeah,
you know
absolutely.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then with Teron, it's like, shit, me and him, we only a few years apart. You know, so I always gravitated towards him anyway. We was very close. And then the next person was you. Like, you know what I'm saying? You was always like my little brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so it was like, he was like always that little brother I never had. You know, but we always used to be around each other damn near every day. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it was very important. And then just to see how everybody now is living, and, you know, how, you know, it's like, you know, I'm very proud of you, you know what I'm saying, of the man that you have become and the father that you have become, you know what I'm saying? And
Appreciate it.
you know, I'm really proud of you. You know, you talking about you thank you for thank you for being part of this. Yeah, you know, yeah.
You get real passionate when you talk about, for anybody that don't know, Q, in terms of, you know, our history. And then when I say our history, I'm talking about melanated people, blacks, African American, whatever you subscribe to. That's something that's you really passionate about. What do you think is the catalyst that really sparks something in you to be like, man, you know what I'm saying? This is some shit that we need to be up on. This is some shit I need to educate myself on in terms of our people, you know, and some of the things that, you know, we go through in this lifetime. Like, what sparked that in you?
I can't, you know what, to be honest with you, I can't even pinpoint a origin part as far as on the spark. I've always questioned things, you know what I'm saying? So I've always, you know, wanted to know more than what I was being told. You know what I'm saying?
Did you grow up in the church?
I grew up in church.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but I always questioned, you know what I'm saying, the things that I was being taught in church. You know what I'm saying? I used to go to, you know, we grew up going to church and shit 3 times a week at least. You know what I'm saying? Choir rehearsal and Bible study and, you know what I'm saying, church and all that shit. Is, you know what I mean? So, like I said, my grandfather's a minister and a deacon. So, you know what I mean? That shit was like, you know what I mean?
In terms of things that you've learned, what can you name something in particular that when you kind of found it out, it kind of like turned that light bulb on you, like, motherfucker, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'll tell you, like, this is kind of like, I would say one of my recent information that I came across was, you know, okay, my father used to always tell us, okay, I knew by our last name and stuff like that, that our last name was quote unquote French. But that wasn't just the legit stuff, everything. So, of course, you start looking into, I always wanted to look into, who's my ancestors on my mother's side and my father's side. So going down the rabbit hole, found out that on my mother's side, even just recently, to really clarify some shit, that our people was Choctaw Freemans. Mm-hmm. Right? And then on our side... Found out we Cherokee, all right? Mm-hmm. And it goes all the way back to, I actually ruined France. But the funny thing about that, people will always say, oh, well, yeah, that's the European part of you just stand on the European far as on the, it's not a continent, but say the island. Mm-hmm. But if you start looking at the time or whatever, it's like 1521. So 1521 around that time was after the Moors fell. So that is our quote unquote African connection. Is the Moors, which were some of the first people that was integrating and stuff like that with the Aboriginal Indians that was here. So that's what I come to find out. That's what we really are. There is no actual quote unquote say country in Africa, I would say, that we can pinpoint to say that we, like everybody try to say that we all came from Africa. It's like, so that's, once you start digging into say that the out of Africa theory, then you got to understand what is a theory, right? So it's up to you to start doing your own due diligence.
Speak on it.
As an individual, find out who your actual people is.
Speak on it.
Because, don't always go on what other people is labeling you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And telling you who you are and telling your story of who you are. Find out who you actually are.
Absolutely. Yeah. Listen, my daughter took one of them, I don't know what the fuck it was, 23andMe or one of them other motherfucking tests, and it had on there that she was predominantly Nigerian, right? So then my homeboy, he did the same thing. It said the same shit, and it blew my mind. I said, listen here, stop taking that shit. Yeah. That shit is using AI to collect information. It's telling y'all what the fuck they want to tell y'all. But I said, listen, I told my daughter this, I said, and of course, this probably not gonna hit her till later on, or she probably gonna have to do a little bit more research, or you know what, maybe I may have to present her with something. I said, but listen, when I was growing up and I went over to my grandma in their house, I said, I know the pictures that I saw on the mantle. And I ain't see no Nigerian nothing over
what?
There. You understand what I'm saying?
You see our grandmother, what do you see?
Listen, it was, and this is no disrespect, but this is like you said, if many of us learned who we are and we really learned about what was going on during that time, you got to understand that what these motherfuckers was doing was they were mixing the indigenous people of the Americas with Africans and Caribbeans and all of those folk. And listen to me,
to steal people land and steal
everything in the fucking sauce. Yeah. All right. And many people, I think you and I talked about this one day. It didn't even make good business acumen to bring people from this country for so long, and by the time they done took so many people, you start off with 100 motherfuckers, but then only come back with 25.
There you go.
Does that really make good business sense after a while?
Not at all.
Don't fucking get it twisted.
Yeah,
and I'm not saying that to say that
No, some people did come from there.
Yeah, absolutely. But at the end of the motherfucking day, a lot of us need to do some research. Okay. I ain't got all these blonde and orange ass hairs on me for nothing. You understand what I'm saying? And again, when I look at some of the pictures that was on my grandma's mantle, them folks look Indian to me, clear as that. Yeah. It didn't even, I don't even have to think about it. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And so I say all that to say that many of us it's hard for us to connect with our culture and who we are. Because we kind of been listening to the same old story for so motherfucking long, and we don't even understand what that story is. Yeah. And you gotta look at the folks who've been giving us this story. But I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. But good thing, you know what I'm saying.
So at the end of the day, like you said, hey, look, start doing your own research. Start asking some of your ancestors. You know what I'm saying? Well, not ancestors, your elders that's still here. Start asking them,
having a conversation.
Who were your ancestors? Because just to add on just real quick or whatever. I was sitting with a great aunt of mine, and I asked her, I said, you know, did your parents or your grandparents ever, you know, say that y'all came from Africa? And she like, no. I said, yeah. I said, so once I started doing, like I said, part of the research was we found out that we had a lot of land in Alabama. We had a lot of land in Pennsylvania. And as a quote unquote slave, you were considered property. Property could not own property. Mm-hmm. All right. Mm-hmm. So that should let you know right there that we wasn't slaves. Mm-hmm. So once you find that out, Yeah. So now, you know what I'm saying? I will say like this, it was a couple of things or whatever too. Real quick, it was check out y'all, it's called the Snyder Act, okay? The first one was back in 1924. It was another one that was just passed October 3rd, 2023, just a few weeks ago or a week ago or so. Mm. And that would kind of like get you down a rabbit hole on things that legislation has been passed to where if we can figure out, you know what I'm saying, the right paperwork and stuff like that, as people that's Aboriginal, Indigenous, or Indigo, or whatever you want to call yourself, like what we are, you know what I'm saying, as far as nationality and stuff like that, there is allotment as far as money, land, and stuff like that is owed to us. So we have to start doing our due diligence. So if it's anybody that's out there that have any information on how we can, you know, get to that bag, their real bag, hit me up. You know what I'm saying? Let's spread that information.
I was trying to explain to my daughter at the time that when you really follow the history of some of these evil fucks in this country, there was a time where this is one of the reasons why, instead of identifying us as either, you know, Aboriginal, Indigenous, or African, they just switched the shit to colored.
Yeah, colored, black,
that shit
black,
was by fucking design.
African American.
So now you all mix the fuck in.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And don't nobody know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
That shit was done by design. A lot of people don't understand the importance of that because, again, now when we start talking about things like what you just said in terms of reparations or monies or property that's owed or due, the burden now is placed on us. Ain't that some shit?
Yeah.
The burden is placed on us to prove who the fuck we are, and many of us don't know because we haven't sat down and talked to grandma and them, auntie and them, and all of them folks, some of our elders, like you said, enough to even know what's going on with us. And again, no disrespect to anybody who didn't think they didn't find some of their people on that 23andMe, but again, like I said, I personally feel like they doing more collecting data than they are sharing with motherfuckers. They might can share with you who your relative is, but outside of that, man, they ain't collected enough motherfuckers to know everything about what's going on in terms of your DNA. They collecting that shit. But anyway.
Yeah, ultimately, like you said, though, we all are, like, say, mixed, right? But at the same damn time, you got to understand, if we're going to deal with this system far as on a political aspect, we have to actually put ourselves back into the game. And when I say put ourselves back into the game, we have to actually know what our nationality is. We have to know what our actual correctional status is. In another case or whatever that hasn't been overturned that everybody should take a look at is it's not Nat Turner. It's Stanford versus man, that just threw me off. Stanford versus Dred Scott. The Dred Scott case. All right. So everybody out there do their homework. The Dred Scott case versus Stanford. And that is the linchpin right there to let you know who you are and what you need to be in this system. All right. All right, y'all. So
nice. All
right, y'all. So I know it went pretty fast, man. I know you didn't get a chance to ask all the questions. We probably have to really continue this. You know what I'm saying? But
and listen, I want I ask you those specific questions because if it's one thing that I think again stands out to me when you come to my mind is, you know, I know we talk about a lot of various different topics on the show, but at the end of the day, those are some things that I know that you're extremely passionate about. You're extremely passionate about family. You're extremely passionate, man, about our history. You understand what I'm saying? And I think, you know, there's so many motherfuckers nowadays always talking about a lot of I'm not gonna even say garbage. I'm just gonna say other shit.
Yeah, yeah.
And a lot of us really need to keep our eyes on the prize. You understand what I'm saying? Because not enough information and knowledge is passed on some of the things that, believe it or not, can be very, very beneficial to us. You know, we don't know our history. You know, we don't know anything about our ancestors. You know, I remember before we were talking, and like you just brought up, you know what I'm saying, with our last name in terms of French. But you know, now that might tie into why you inclined to for music, because that's another thing if you know about our ancestors. You understand what I'm saying? And vice versa with me. I'll never forget, and I'll say this real quickly. When my father passed away, and he passed away at 43, Big Donald, I was
Rising Power.
I was in grandma's house looking in the cabinets one day, and you know, for grandma's crib, I wasn't opening up too much shit, but for whatever reason on this day, I opened up this little these doors, and the shit was stuffed with trophies. I'm talking stuffed. So I said, yo, I start pulling out the trophies. And I saw where Big Donald ran track. I saw where he played football. And here's the deal, right? Because I was adopted, there were certain conversations that I hadn't even had with my father. This was my biological father. But what blew my mind was that all of the shit he had trophies for was shit that I was into.
Already doing. There you go. We are our ancestors,
fucking mind.
We are our ancestors, y'all.
Big Donald never came to no track meet of mine. He never came to a football game. Nothing. But these were things that I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? I said, dang, it blew my mind. You know, I said, man, this is something else. My mom. My biological mother, all her friends talk about when she was younger how she wrote a play.
See?
She wrote a
we are our parents, man.
Oh man, mine did A, B, and C, and I'm like, oh shit. She, you know, she ain't never been in the film shit, but I know what I'm into, and where did I get that from? You know, you understand what I'm saying? So you know, shout out to Money. You know what I'm saying?
All right, Auntie. All right, y'all.
Let's go. I had the topic for today, and this is another one of them heavy ones for me. I want to say this, man. I actually recently, and the thing that I didn't express that I did on this strong end, I had to take a little break from this Israel-Palestine shit. It was making me sick. It was making me sick to my stomach. And it was making me sick to my stomach because when you look at a lot of the media outlets that we have over here in this Western society, you motherfuckers need to cut it out. All we seeing is a lot of shit in support of Israel. And listen, I say this from my heart. This is no disrespect, but right is right and wrong is wrong. And at the end of the day, you understand what I'm saying? There's a difference between going after a group of individuals that may have committed a violent act to your people, but when you start justifying that by killing innocent women and children and you know, doctors, lawyers, you blowing up places of worship, hospitals, you fucking wrong. Period. You fucking wrong. And it's a crock of shit to me to play victim when at the end of the day, you understand what I'm saying? I feel like right now what I've noticed is a lot of individuals that are actually showing things that is happening in Gaza. All of a sudden we starting to see the information being flagged. Oh, this is false. Oh, this is this. How the fuck is it false when I'm looking at somebody, a Palestinian woman in Gaza saying, hey, listen, earlier today they told us we got 24 fucking hours to get the fuck out of here and head that way on that road. That road's safe right there. And she riding down the road, and all of a sudden a school bus and an ambulance and a car get blown the fuck up right in front of them. Okay? You motherfuckers is full of shit. And you know, has disappointed me. The celebrities that have come out that said, and again, not to put put y'all motherfuckers on no pedestal, but you motherfuckers, woo. I you know what? In this moment right now, I empathize with you because, again, you know, I don't know what it felt like to be in your shoes. I don't know who in your pockets and all this and that, but fuck, bro. A lot of you motherfuckers that's coming out and not speaking on certain things, or the things that you are speaking on, is kind of sad. And again, because I had to check myself right now while I'm saying this. It's no judgment, but man, it's sad that, you know what I'm saying, you don't realize who you in bed with.
Yeah.
Or you don't understand the depth of it, because at this point you got Biden going over there saying, hey, look, you know, the United States, you know, they running over there to support. And again, it's not so much as that I don't have any sympathy or compassion for the individuals that were hurt in Israel at the rave party. A lot of people kept saying it's a music festival, rave, whatever it is. At the end of the day, a lot of people lost their life, and that was a very unfortunate thing. My issue is that when we start to, you guys are going after a group of people that I understand. Do, by all means, protect your people. But some of the shit that I'm seeing, they actually brought back one of the war generals from the 50s. I can't even think of his name right now. And I looked at something the other day, and he said, listen, if you are from Israel right now and your neighbor is Palestine, go over to their house, kill them, shoot them, kill all of them. Yeah. Don't let any of them fucking survive. And let me tell you something, that's pure fucking evil.
Yeah, that is. All day.
That shit was... It was fucking with me. Yeah. It like I said, it made me sick. That's the best way I can describe it. And I had to kind of detach from some of it, because a lot of people, you know, you guys may not feel that way, but man, that's really been on my mind. So that's a topic for today. How do you feel about this conflict that's going on right now? Because it ain't no fucking war.
Well, to be honest with you, cuz we probably have to get back to this next week, man. Just to make it real quick, I'm going to say the same people that did you wrong now is doing other people wrong. So, to be honest with you, the aggressor, the oppressed is being an oppressor. So anytime that a person calls another group of people a savage and do savage things to quote unquote get rid of them, you are the savage now. So how can you go ahead and justify killing when you don't want nobody killing your people? At the end of the day, let's pray for motherfucking peace, period. Peace and love and healing and period. You know what I'm saying?
From both sides.
Period.
Yeah, period.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
I don't take no sides on nobody getting killed at all. Unless you the motherfucking devil, and we can motherfucking sort this shit out on who's the devil. Because I'm riding with God all day and my ancestors. So at the end of the day, we're going to have to flex this thing on out, y'all. Hey, I know we've been past our time. But every Monday night, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Check us out, the GAMG, the Big Flex Strong Cast, y'all. We're going to flex it out like this, y'all. And we'll see y'all next Monday, 9 o'clock, y'all. Peace, y'all. Damn, okay.